What? Hey there, kids. What?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but it made you laugh, didn't it?
What the
I did
fuck
my
was
job.
that? I
I
can't
did
see.
my job successfully. Great cold open, folks. Welcome to Detour Ahead. I'm Riley. Here's Alex.
Alex Sonichu.
Alex
I'm
Colo
embracing it.
too.
It's my full name now. Alex Sonichu. Just
Welcome to
like
the
your
program.
first, middle, and last name is Riley Cinematic Universe. I am
Oh
Alex
yeah,
Sonichu.
is that true?
Did you think I was gonna dox you there real quick?
No. Well, my last name, my first, I don't have a middle name. Okay, middle names are gay. I have a first name and a last name. And my first name is Riley, and my last name is exclamation point. So get it right here.
Anyway, how have you been? Oh, I'm actually. You can see me now. I don't know why.
Whoa!
I don't know
Alex,
why.
I've been burned by the mobile hoodlums again.
Oh no, what happened?
And this time it's not even my fault. Last time it was fully my fault. If anybody's heard me tell this story, last time I got really into a mobile game was with Dokkan Battle. And I grinded for a bunch of really good units that I wanted. And then I stomped around my room like a fat high retard and snapped the tablet in half because it was literally leaned askew against my bed, and I stepped right into it. So that tablet died a terrible death along with that Dokkan account. And today I happen to be browsing Reddit. And on Reddit, I saw that there is apparently a new-ish, as it turns out, been out for a good few months. But this is the first I'm hearing about it. A new-ish Power Rangers mobile game.
Oh,
And I saw some screenshots from the cutscenes. And the game is like very low effort, like flash animation, but like the writing for the cutscenes looked funny and the gameplay looked good enough. So I was like, I'll check this out. So I download it, I start playing it. I play it for like an hour. I get through like 4 levels. I'm in the game and I'm having a good time. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm glad it's out there. And then I get to episode 5, and the game is like, yo, you want to rate us on Google Play Store? And I was like, you know what? Sure, I will rate you on Google Play Store. So I clicked the little rate button. It took me to the Google Play Store. I rated the game 5 stars. Then I, swiped up on my phone to go back to my apps list and go back to the game. And the game goes to the loading screen again. Normal, right? Just like resets the game. Normal thing that could happen to a game. It finishes loading, and all of my progress is gone. Everything I had just spent the last like hour and a half doing was just gone.
that seems weird. They save automatically.
You would think, and the game was not telling me in any way that it needed to be saved manually after an hour and a half of gameplay. And I leave the app for 1 second using a button in the app that was asking me to rate. And I went and I rated, and I went back, and there goes my progress. So of course I then corrected that 5-star rating to a 1-star and wrote a review.
Why'd you play a power? I thought you were done with mobile games.
I say that all the time. I don't play mobile games usually. Sometimes I'll find one I want to play, and I'll play it for like a month or two, and then I'll stop. And that probably would have happened with this game if I didn't lose an hour and a half of progress immediately. Now I'm never gonna play it again, unless they respond to my email and somehow restore my
They won't.
account.
They don't care about
And
you.
now you have frozen in the position of drinking a nice Miller Lite beer that seems to be a bottle and a can at the same time, and I don't know how that happens. I hope this is on your end.
Are we good?
Oh, there she goes. Oh, I heard you say that, but then I watched your mouth say it like 5 seconds later, so it seems like things are still catching up.
Are we good?
Yes.
I'm gonna start keeping track of every time that this thing fucks up. All right.
You're having a skill issue, it seems like.
What do you mean? Am I having
Are
problems
you
right now?
No.
Okay, anyway. It's this fucking medallion, dude. Ever since this medallion got here, we've been having problems.
Oh boy, you and your fucking medallion.
I lose my job.
Life like was constantly shit and was constantly throwing shit at you before that medallion too, right? That's just how life works.
Nah, but
This is the
not this
placebo effect,
frequently.
is what
Not this
you're-
frequently.
is
This
what you're
fucking thing right here. This fucking
At least you're
thing.
holding it.
I am, because this thing is dumb and it doesn't. I don't believe in it.
Put it on.
No. I don't want to give it any more
Okay,
power.
okay,
I don't believe in it.
Believe in it, but you want to put in more power.
I don't
Put it
believe in
on.
this thing.
It's just a silly little necklace then.
Yeah, it is a silly little necklace. I don't want to break it because somebody made this and put time and effort into this. But
Yeah, somebody who raped their mom put a lot of effort into that.
look, this medallion is not
Maybe she raped
real.
her mom. She
It's a
probably
fake
raped her
one.
mom.
It's a fake medallion.
Case. It's a fake medallion?
It's a fake medallion. It's not even fucking real. I'm kidding. No, it's a real one. It's a real one. But the curse, it's not real. This curse is a bitch. You think this medallion curse is bad? You think this harms people? No. All day I get shit on. After buying this thing, I get shit on all the time. Not for buying it, but this medallion has caused many bad things in my life. Can't keep me fucking down. You can make me lose my fucking job. I'm gonna get a job within 2 weeks. One application put in. First job I applied for. Got a job.
2 weeks? Was it?
It was 2 weeks, yes. I sat around for 2 weeks and did nothing.
I feel like it was 3.
No, it was 2.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was 2. Anyway, this thing caused me to lose my job. I bounce back. I always fucking bounce back. Always. You can't keep me down, you stupid fucking medallion, you piece of shit. You're not going to keep me down. And then I openly mock it. I decide, you know what? I'm putting too much effort into this thing. I'm giving it too much power. So I decide last time we talked, I had it on Arceus because I was cleansing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I decided that's dumb, stupid, retarded shit. All right? And I take it off.
That the whole time.
I take it off Arceus on Tuesday. I go play some Unite with Penguin. I hit Master Rank. And that Tuesday, right after I hit Master Rank, my current job called me and asked if I wanted to come in for an interview. Great day, right?
Yeah.
A storm hits Ohio with two tornadoes.
You see?
2 tornadoes. I lose my power.
Hello? Hello?
Am I good?
Yeah, now.
My whole computer just started fucking up. Fuck this medallion. You can't keep me down. I'm in the middle of a fucking podcast. You can't keep me down. Fuck you. Piece of shit, fucking piece of shit rape medallion. I don't need you. You don't have any power over me. So I lose power on Tuesday, right? I don't get power back until 5 days later.
Yeah, I do recall that.
I was out of power for 5 whole days. All because I was doing too well. The medallion had to knock me down. And then, do you want to know the most recent update of the medallion curse?
What?
I got a warning on YouTube.
Oh?
Do you remember our Mike destroyed by free speech episode?
No fucking way. No fucking way. Really? It got taken down?
I can't say what happened because I don't want this episode to get taken down.
Wait, what happened? You could find a silly way to make a metaphor about it that I will understand.
At the the 9-minute mark, you were talking about things that you should be able to say.
Yeah.
You said blah 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 blah, kill blah blah blah. That's hate speech. And then
Wait, I said to kill someone?
you were talking about like Americans or whatever. I'm trying to be vague so this doesn't get hit.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Wait, at the 9-minute mark you said?
yeah. Let me
I
see.
say as I don't open Spotify.
Is this it? What's this?
I mean, you could just DM me what I said now that I think about it. This whole rigmarole is unnecessary and time wasting for me to
It's
pull up the
not
recording.
time wasting. How much can I send over Discord?
What do you mean, how much can you send over Discord?
I have the audio file.
For the whole podcast?
No,
Or just
for the
what I
clip,
said?
for exactly what you said.
Okay, unless it's just an audio file. How big is it?
Well, I don't have the. It's not an audio file. It's an MP4.
Oh, it's a video file. Then you probably can't send it over Discord. You're probably gonna have to upload it to Google Drive.
That's what I'll do right now. It's not even a. It's like.
Just DM me what I said. I don't need to. The people aren't gonna see it, so I don't need to see it right now either.
Okay.
Just DM me what I said so I can react and defend myself without giving any specifics. Unless you don't know what I said, in which case
I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing here. I will upload what you did, what actually was said to you.
Oh wait. So me saying that something was hate speech
apparently got struck for hate speech.
as hate speech. Okay. I didn't understand exactly what you were saying before. So I gave an example of what could be hate speech in an argument about what is and is not hate speech. And the hate speech in the context of giving an example of hate speech in a, I assume at least somewhat intellectual debate about speech.
Informational
was
is the word I
striked
used.
for hate speech. Did you appeal it?
Yes.
Denied, I assume?
No, it's back up.
Oh, okay.
Just like I said, this fucking medallion cannot keep me down. You can throw anything you want. I just think that it's ironic.
I'm shocked they reinstated you because we lost a MoCast for COVID misinformation, and it was the most retarded bullshit in history. We were literally
I appealed it immediately.
We were literally making fun of anti-vaxxers. We were doing the most good boy liberal thing and making fun of anti-vaxxers, and we somehow got struck because we said jokingly, sarcastically, that a certain vaccine might cause a certain symptom. And we were joking and being like, the stupid people say this. And we got struck for fucking COVID misinformation because we said it. Because robots don't know context and they're retarded.
Here we go. Okay. Not restricted. Anyone want the link? Copy link. Send it to you. Okay, so
you're still trying to send me the clip?
I sent you the clip.
Okay.
So if you want to go listen to that and defend yourself, the video is back up. It's episode 53, timestamp 9 minutes. If you guys think that's hate speech, comment down below.
All right, let me hear exactly what I said here. Okay. This is entirely valid, and I'm glad that they made the right decision and reinstated it because
What?
it would be stupid not to.
Oh, I
What do
thought
you
you were
mean
saying.
what?
I thought you were saying that they made the right decision by taking it
Oh
down.
no
I
no
was
no no! I'm saying they
reacting
made the right decision
prematurely. I'm
by putting it
sorry.
back up.
Yes, I did. I did appeal this almost immediately, and they got back to me. However, I thought that it was really funny that the first video that we did that got struck by YouTube's warning system was Mike destroyed by free speech for
Yeah,
hate
I mean
for hate
that's a
speech.
thematically appropriate episode for it to happen. Maybe this episode gets struck and taken down because what just occurred is we purposely had 30 seconds of dead air in this unedited podcast.
No, I have timestamp. I have timestamps to cut out. I'm trying something different.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
Anyways, so the storm. So I'm sitting
Storm.
here. I'm playing. Actually, I can send you the 2 tornado paths. I cannot show it online. I can't show it on the podcast, unfortunately.
Wait, why?
It doxes me.
Mm.
Like it will. You'll be able to figure out exactly where I live. Doxing. Let's see.
He triangulates the tornado.
So those are the 2 tornadoes. The 2 paths of the tornadoes. My parents and I were caught we were just barely missed by those.
Oh yeah,
You see that?
I do. Wow.
So if it wasn't a map of Ohio, I could crudely draw. Do you want me to draw it on MS Paint for everybody?
No, no, no.
That's not a funny bit.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, so those were the 2 tornado paths that ripped across northern Ohio last week.
How exciting.
I go to the bathroom and the my phone starts going off and telling me there's a tornado warning. I'm like, there's no tornadoes in Ohio. Not this far north. Fuck you. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care. So I go back to playing Unite with Penguin. I get a call from current job and they're like, hey, you want to come in for an interview? I'm like, yeah, Wednesday sounds great. I get off. We continue playing Unite. We're on like a really good win streak. I hit master rank, which is the highest rank you can get. All of a sudden, boom, the fucking power goes out. And then it comes back on. And Penguin's like, are you good? What happened? I'm like, oh, the power just went out because there was a tornado warning. It's no big deal. I don't care. Let's keep playing. So we keep playing. We finished one more match. The power goes out again, and it doesn't come back on. So then I'm like, excuse me, Penguin and I were on Discord. I call her phone. I'm like, hey, the power went out. And she's like, oh, okay. So we talk for a little bit. And while I'm talking to her, I look outside. I see low clouds going this way. And then the higher clouds are going the other way. And I'm like, oh, that's not good at all.
Oh man.
I'm like, that's not good at all. So logically, you go outside and play with some copper pipe in the air and stuff like that. Logically,
of
right?
course. That's what I would do.
So weather was perfectly clear when the power went out. And then all of a sudden, like maybe within 5 minutes, it goes from like being this sunny to almost not like a big dark storm cloud rolled by. Winds are like knocking trees over. Like your typical tornado shit.
Man, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that, Riely. And I guess we got lucky because a lot of people in the city over lost power for even longer. So there's still people out there without power now.
Jesus.
or I think they got it restored like earlier this week. But
Your
like,
power guys fucking suck shit. I have
well, you
fucking
see,
hurt.
they had to pull in. The power was out for 5 whole days over here. They had to pull in just so they have like reinforcements and enough people to be able to get the power on for everybody up here. The electric companies in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia, they had to call technicians in from the 2 other neighboring states just so they could get power up in time. So the power wasn't out for like weeks for some people.
My lord.
It's
What the
because of
fuck
that fucking.
happened? The power lines fucking get eviscerated? Like, why did it take that long and that much manpower?
This fucking thing. This is why.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's
Fucking
why.
real curse. Totally real, guys.
I don't believe in the curse
I'm the
anymore.
one that wore the fucking medallion, and Alex is
It's because I
fucking
keep mocking
drowning
it.
and
It's because I keep mocking the curse. The rapist curse.
the rapist curse.
Yeah. It's the medallion worn by the infamous rapist. Anyway, so I have to go and stay at my parents', and I didn't want to. Now,
Alleged rapist. I'm pretty sure she was exonerated. I don't think we're allowed to call her a rapist legally, actually.
are you a rapist?
No.
Okay, so I can call you a rapist then.
Is that well? No. That's technically slander. What you're
No,
saying?
I'm not accusing you of raping an individual.
You're saying I'm a rapist. But I
Yes.
engage in rape.
No.
Okay.
It's like a
So
title, like
we're
sir.
not saying that Chris Chan is engaged in rape. We're
No.
simply calling her a rapist. Okay.
Yes. You got it. You got it. It's not that hard to get. It's not that hard. You can call people racist and not have that affect their lives.
I think that's what happened. I can never quite understand that case. She's free, is what I know, and I don't know how that happened.
Yes, she is free. She is out on the prowl for more moms.
I think I talked about this in the MoCast, but I think I put about I'd say 80-20, 80% chance she just raped her mom, 20% chance that Kiwi Farms gaslit her into admitting to doing something that she didn't do. I think there's a decent chance that that occurred. Like an 80-20 split. She's probably guilty, but like Kiwi Farms has been fucking with her for a long time, and I'm pretty
I
sure
think
those are
this
the
is the
ones who
same.
wrote the
This is the same
story.
situation as the OJ trial. You can call
Yeah.
OJ a murderer.
But he got out. Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. It's not slander calling OJ a murderer, and it's not slander. It's not, because he's
I
not a
don't think he
murderer.
would prosecute on it, but technically, wait, slander is a lie, not a truth.
Defamation.
Wait,
OJ didn't kill anybody. So calling him a murderer would be slander
yes,
in the legal sense.
correct.
But you're allowed to do that.
I don't think you can. I think like it's up to the party to prosecute for it.
Christian's not going
Like,
to prosecute me for calling her a rapist.
who knows? Maybe she's preparing the fucking biggest lawsuit in history. She's suing like fucking every person who's ever called her a rapist on the internet.
Sue me. I do not care. I have your medallion. You can't sue me.
I'm afraid Keemstar's gonna sue me because I titled the podcast "Keemstar is a scammer." I probably should have said Keemstar is allegedly a scammer, but that's not a snappy title.
Keemstar's a pedophile. That's what you should have called it.
No, I can't say that.
He
I don't
attacks
believe
mentally
that.
ill children.
All he did was try to screw Tommy C out of his money, not touch any kids.
I had something. My funny train of thought just blew up there for a second.
They fired Tommy C, by the way.
I did hear your I did pop into your radio live with Gingy and somebody else. Yes, I did. I had nothing better to do that day.
Yeah, fucking A, man. The like best guy on that show by a country mile. The most competent broadcaster by far fucking snipped.
So you done watching?
You see, I was, and then I'm done. I'm done paying money. I
For
unmembered.
shame.
I unmembered and I unsubscribed. However,
For
the
shame. Fake.
the
You fake.
hey, I'm still speaking with my fucking dollars. I took my money away. I'm not paying them anymore, and that's not gonna
Yeah,
change.
but you're still
Uh,
giving them the views and still talking about them.
yeah,
You're
only
giving them free
negatively, really.
publicity now.
I don't care. Oh yeah, our fucking 10 view podcast. I'm sure.
You talk shit about Lolcow Live, and then all of a sudden someone's like, I want to know what's up about this Lolcow Live. So then they start watching. All because of you.
Okay, whatever.
It's your fault they're getting more viewers now.
Anyway, so enough of this bit.
What do
So
you mean enough of this bit? It's not
so
a bit.
I caught one stream because I heard that Boogie was freaking out, and it was amusing. They threatened not to pay him for the cancer month, which really they shouldn't. Really they shouldn't, because Keemstar said on I believe either the first or second stream Boogie was on after he got fired, because he never missed an episode even though he was fired. It was said that he was a guest, and Keemstar told the audience, the concerned audience who did not want to, pay a guy who was faking cancer, that none of the super chats are going to Boogie. But then he reinstated Boogie to the show, and now he's going to pay him in full. That seems kind of like a scam, doesn't it? Because he said to a bunch of concerned people who didn't want to give any money to Boogie that Boogie wasn't going to get any of the super chats. So really, it is a scam to pay Boogie.
Unless it's out
Um,
of pocket paying. Not, I
that
guess,
which
from.
is not
If
gonna
I tell
happen.
you, if we're live on YouTube and I say none of the super chats, Riley's fired. This is my podcast now. I'm going to bring him on as a guest, but he's fired. All the super chats will go to me, and then I open my wallet on stream and go, like half those super chats was like $25. Riley, check your Venmo. I gave you 25. That's not a. It's skirting around. It's using very. He's being very specific about. I don't think that's a scam.
I don't think Keemstar said anything like that. I think he
Oh
said he's going to
no,
pay him for the show.
no. He said none of the super chats go to Boogie, and then paid him later anyway.
So on the show, he said that he might not pay Boogie, and Boogie had a fucking meltdown, and that was interesting. In that stream, he also said that Tommy C scammed him, which is funny because eventually they did. I said this on the live too, but eventually, Keemstar was worn down enough to be like, fine, okay, I'll pay Tommy the whole thing. But now his narrative is like, it's a couple $1,000s. It doesn't mean a lot to me, but I'm getting scammed. And nobody cares. But but so there was that stream, and then I skipped the next one, which maybe I shouldn't, because I heard they had Boogie like picking up trash on the side of the street, which sounds pretty funny. Uh, they had him do community service to re-earn his paycheck. And then this week there's a stream scheduled that I saw entitled "A World of T-Shirts Intervention." Now, World of T-Shirts is a character that I am familiar with. Apparently, a very famous TikTok lolcow who I'm only familiar with because of the Loudest podcast. He is one of Sriracha's many lolcow obsessions. Is World of T-shirts. He's this silly, like autistic kid on TikTok who just like runs around New York doing silly shit. And he became a lolcow because he became an alcoholic and started doing some silly alcoholic shit.
See, I don't do silly alcoholic shit.
That's true. You're a functional alcoholic. World of T-shirts, not so much. I don't think.
I am a functional drinker.
And I'd never seen World of T-shirts because I wasn't really interested in these like silly, dumb TikToks. But I was interested in hearing him come on a show and talk because I had always heard such weird things about him as a character. I was like, okay, I'll watch this. I want to see World of T-shirts. World of T-shirts didn't come on. But I guess World of T-shirts manager is this weird, like old guy streamer named Mr. Based, who may possibly have allegedly killed a woman. So that's interesting.
You
Apparently,
probably did.
he's like using obviously using World of T-shirts for money and not giving it, like, being his manager, quote unquote, not giving him a fair cut. And they also uncovered that apparently this guy, so apparently he was in a house with one other guy and a chick. And the chick's drink was spiked with drugs and she died of a drug overdose. And there is question as to whether Mr. Baste did this or whether his roommate did this. But I heard that apparently Mr. Baste bought the drugs, which I didn't see any real confirmation on that, but that's what I've heard. So allegedly, this Mr. Baste man, who is now the Mr. Baste man who did like 8 years in prison for running a fucking like pimp operation, like he was literally a pimp, and now he's pimping out a drunk TikTok boy.
How old is this child?
How old is World the T-shirt? Old enough to drink, obviously. So not a kid, but younger than fucking a kid compared to Mr. Based. How old is World of T-shirts? 23. So basically my age, and he's running around with this fucking like 50-year-old man who did 8 years in prison for running a fucking pimp ring and maybe killed a woman.
This kid looks very easy to prostitute out.
Yeah.
Just based off looks alone.
And the worst thing is they might have him on the Saturday show and it's for members only, and my boycott of paying for it is 100%. I'm not going to do it. The good news is if he is on there, somebody's going to fucking clip it. So it's going to be easy to find for free, I think.
Probably. Anyway. I forgot to tell you the biggest hit about the power going out.
Oh.
Outside of us not being able to do a podcast for a week, which is why we are a few weeks late.
And why we have not done a Dickheads podcast since I was out there.
That's because
that's what the Sonichu curse really did.
That was the curse on you. You don't get to do Dickheads. That's your curse to bear.
It's not my fucking curse. I was talking about quitting Dickheads fucking 2 months ago.
Well, let's quit Dickheads.
But like I didn't really want to, and it seems like you wanted to keep going.
A little. I'm half and half at this point. If you take it out back tonight, I won't get upset about it.
Well, I don't want to take it out back, but it seems it's already been taken out back.
Okay, so I gotta do something real quick. Can you stop the Craigs so we don't?
No, that's not how that works.
I'm gonna stop the recording and make sure, because my computer's doing some weird fucky shit right now, and I'll restart it and edit it together. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to part 2, everybody.
Oh boy.
That's gonna bother the shit out of you. I know it does. I know that bothers you. Anyway, dude, it's the medallion. I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure.
It's this fucking thing. This thing does not like audio recordings or video recordings.
Yeah, that was the medallion's fault. What happened?
It's not my fault. My computer works fine. Might be the heat. Wi-Fi doesn't really work well in the heat. It's at least up here from what I've noticed.
There was one particular video audio recording incident that you seem to too easily blame on a certain medallion, when in reality it seems it was in fact your incompetence that led to such a thing occurring.
What, 2 weeks ago? Or 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
That's our most viewed episode, by the way.
Yeah, and if only we had video, if only it was a full experience and it got all those views.
I think it's funnier that it's not video.
Yeah, I get. Oh, it's a meta bit about the curse. Yeah, go fucking.
It's funnier that way. This was not planned out. The Sonichu medallion fucked our recording up that week. You should have went hard. I didn't even listen. I blindly uploaded that. I
didn't want to upset you because we were having arguments about other shit at the time.
You should have went. You should have went hard. I blindly uploaded that.
I asked you permission. I asked you permission if I could go hard, and then you just didn't respond to me. So I was like, oh, whatever. I just did a normal one.
I was asleep, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I was putting together the show in a quick fucking rushed fashion, so I was very
Anyway,
curious plot.
you don't have to put the
I didn't
show
get it,
together
and I
this
played
week.
it safe.
You don't even have to do anything this week. You're free of all your Detour head duties.
I really wanted to come in, and I was like, guys, Alex is a stupid, fat, retard motherfucker. She didn't switch the audio source because she's a blind bitch. She let the whole show go on like a fucking retard. I was gonna be more clever than I am right now off the cuff. I was gonna
Yeah,
think about it for a
I
minute and
figured.
try to think of more insults, but this is off the cuff trying to recreate what it might have been.
I still think the meta bit is funny. I
It's
know
fair.
you don't like meta jokes though.
I like some meta jokes.
This one's funny. The curse is real. You come on. Hey, it's Riely from the future. Alex, the recording got all fucked up. The video got all fucked up. So here's the recording, just like the old days.
Friend of the show, Alex.
Friend of the show, Alex.
I
What the
didn't hear
fuck
you
do
say
you?
that. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. I didn't speak loud enough. I gotta project my voice into this dumbass fucking microphone that I had to go buy.
Just use the other one.
I don't like the other one.
Well, it's frankly, Alex, I don't care. We're dealing with you. This mic obviously does not fucking work right.
This mic is fine.
It's not really.
It's fine. It's all right. I just gotta fuck with a little bit of
The other
settings
the
and
other
stuff.
mic had the fucking opposite problem. It was too powerful. I know that motherfucker's not gonna fail to capture you at any point. Because it barely was able to get it to fail to capture you while it was capturing me on the other side of the room. So I think that's the mic you should be using.
Nah, I don't know where it is.
What do you mean you don't know where it is? You have the smallest little fucking box of an apartment, and it
It's
was
not
in
that
your
small.
room like a week ago.
It was in my room like 4 weeks ago when you were here. You probably stole it.
Yeah, sure, that's what happened. You were
Yeah,
gonna
you're just
send me
hiding
home
it.
with it, and then you didn't.
I should have. I should have got rid of it. I should throw it away when I find it.
No, no, you should use it, is what you should do.
When I find it, I should get rid of it. I should donate it.
You should use it, I think.
I'll do something even worse. I'll take it to Goodwill. I'll
You
just
should either
donate it.
use it, you should either use it or buy a new mic, because this mic is not working.
I'm not buying a new microphone. This one's fine. This captures all of my audio.
No,
Whether
it
it goes,
doesn't.
it captures all of my audio regardless of what Discord says. We need to switch to Skype.
I don't think it's Discord.
I
I
think
do
it's
not think it's
Discord.
Discord.
I
I know what
only
it
have
sounds
issues
like.
using Discord.
I know the difference between roboting and your mic failing to capture what you were saying. There's a level of like that goes if it's a robot. If your mic doesn't just capture what you're saying, it just drops.
I'll do both
You
microphones.
just drop.
I'll do both. I'll have a microphone here and a
Dual
microphone
wield.
here. I'll
Dual
fucking
wielding
I'll
microphone.
dual wield microphones. Then I can do all the free speech I want. Because if I break one, then the other one will keep going.
So real. So real.
Anyway, when is that coming up? Uh,
I don't know when that's
2 weeks. So we're gonna have a special guest in a couple weeks. When I get back from MatsuriCon in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh. Oh.
Uh,
We have to reschedule shit for that?
we'll do it Thursday.
Next week?
No, it's the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
It's the 30th through the 29th through the 1st. We'll figure that out later. Honestly, we might do it that Sunday if I can get one of the two people I have in mind to talk about Mats. We'll do it Sunday when we all get back home. We'll hop on the show and do it Sunday night.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like I said, you are exonerated from all Detour Ahead duties this week.
Wait, what do you mean?
Thumbnail, title, description. You're exonerated. You don't have to do it this week.
Oh wait, what do you mean I don't have to do it this week? A lot of that stuff I want to do. What are you
I already
saying
did
here?
it. I already took care of it. I don't want it being late anymore. I don't want
What
to
do
have
you
to remind
mean?
you.
What do you mean?
Thumbnag, you bitch.
Mm.
You fuck.
You noticed that, huh?
Yeah, I fucking noticed it, and immediately after, I knew what I was going to talk about this week, and I went and created a thumbnail immediately after. So you didn't have to do it.
That's not even what we talked about for most of it. So
Nah, it's a good thumbnail. It's solid. It
no,
looks like
no,
something.
no, 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 no.
It looks like something you would
Listen,
make.
that Detour Head logo, you better be able to show me the Canva and show me that that Detour Head logo is 256 by 256 or it's rejected.
256 by 256.
Yes.
I'll go to fucking Canva right now and do it.
You better show me this shit.
Let's go to Canva. You know what? I'm putting this on visuals.
You're spoiling the thumbnail that they've already clicked on.
What the fuck is your... Are you retarded?
That was the joke, Alex. I did it on purpose.
Where's my projects? Oh, why are you all kinds of fucked?
I don't know why you're all.
Okay. How do you know that it's 256 by 256?
You go to resize it a little bit and it'll be around there, and then you just bring it back. Just screen share you doing that.
You want to know what it was at?
What was it?
268 by 254.
How did that even happen? It's a square.
I don't know. I was fucking with it. I was trying to get it right in the corner.
Okay. No, no, vetoed. It's over. I'm making the thumbnail.
253,
The fact that you somehow made the square askew while moving it.
256 by 256.
Wait, no, that's too big. That's too big because you're at the wrong size, aren't you? Hold on. Let me
No,
verify.
this is exactly what you want. 256 by 256.
Hold on. No, no, no. But I mean the size of the total project, I think might be wrong. Let me double check. I don't care about back to school Canva.
1280
Fuck
by
off.
720.
Okay, that is right. Why does it look so big? Oh, okay, that's normal. I never zoom in when I use Canva. It always. I'm always working at this exact size.
Mr. Retard.
Terrible,
I
terrible
don't.
oval, by the way.
Huh?
Terrible oval placement, by the way.
There you go. Is that better?
I mean, you can still have a little bit of the nose. I usually try. It was the fact that a little bit of the side of the mouth was visible. was
Well, if I do this, then the side, it's the angle of the Raichu that's fucking it up. There.
now there's a little bit of both sides visible.
This is exactly the one that you sent me.
What do you mean?
Am I sharing my screen or am
I didn't send you that oval.
Hold on. I need
You are sharing your screen. You were until you stopped.
I need screens. Not okay. So I looked at Detour Ahead All right. I looked at the thumbnails and went back to the most recent one, right here. You have a little bit of nose. I might have fucked the oval up a little bit, but I use this as a reference in making my
Notice how there's a little
thumbnail.
bit of the nose, and neither of the sides of the mouth are visible.
Okay, so how'd you do that? Did you do that in Canvas?
Yes.
How'd you get the oval that way, though?
I made it a little bigger, probably. A little bigger?
That seems too big, though. There, see? Like that.
Yeah, there you go.
My thumbnail is fine. This looks
Your
like a
thumb.
Riely thumbnail.
I don't listen. It's not the thumbnails I care about. You don't get to do the titles and descriptions. Okay, that's my domain.
Look, I'm tired of them being late. I got frustrated with you, so I went and made my own.
Fuck you. Just remind me, you bitch.
I
Last
did
time you
remind
reminded me, I
you.
did it, and
I
I
did
did
remind
it
you.
on time. You reminded me, and I did it on time.
I don't want to have to remind you every week.
Just remind.
We had
It
one or
takes
two
less
episodes.
time to remind me than it does to make a thumbnail.
No, but this was fun, and this looks like a good thumbnail. Ever since I saw you use Canva, that's what I've been using. It's easy.
Okay.
Canva's great. I need your fucking thumbnail, but I know you're not. I need your little icon that I asked for, and you're not going to send it to me.
Okay, first of all, you're frozen, so skill issue, L plus ratio. Where does my little icon even factor into that picture?
I want one for my records, so I can have one at the
No,
ready.
no, no. I don't think you need one. I think that maybe
I'll go to
you
Jason.
don't see any future need for that picture. I doubt Jason still fucking has it. There's no way he has to have deleted that.
I'll go to Jason right fucking now and text him.
Don't text him. I thought you were protesting him.
I didn't say I was protesting him.
I thought you were
Just not doing
protesting
contact with
Jason.
him.
Okay.
I'm choosing you over him. That doesn't mean I can't not talk to him ever again. Hey, do you have...
Leave him alone. You don't need to make the thumbnails. I will make the thumbnails.
I want to make some thumbnails because I have good ideas. I also want your PNG, the transparent one.
Why?
Why won't you give it to me?
Because I don't want you to make the thumbnails.
Why don't you want me to have it? It's a good idea. What if you're incapacitated and can't make the thumbnail?
I will say if that opportunity arises, I will send you the fucking thing.
There we go. Do you have the transparent PNG of
Don't send him that.
Riely's profile?
Whatever, fucking do what you want.
Just send it to me and I'll delete the message.
Fuck off.
I'm not trying to cause problems. I just want it.
You literally are. You're literally blackmailing.
What the hell? That was fucking quick. Why did you respond so quickly?
Man, I really wish I could hear what Alex is saying. Too bad her mic is fucked and she won't use the one that isn't
My
fucked.
microphone is not fucked. I will yell and scream all I want so everybody in fucking Ohio can hear me.
Your microphone is fucked. The fact that it isn't catching you at normal talking
No, my
volume
computer is getting
means
all
it's
kinds
fucked.
of fucked. I don't know what's going on. My computer keeps reformatting itself.
That's weird.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's doing that. It's been doing that all fucking night.
That's fun.
I literally have nothing else open except for OBS and Discord. That's it. Everything else is closed out. Everything. We will call this episode now if you think this is going to be a fucking problem.
And we're gonna have to call it soon anyway. What else do you want to talk about?
Nothing. I just think that this Sonichu curse is fucking it up.
Yep, that's it. That's what's going on.
Why are you like not playing along anymore? Why are you like no insteading me right now? This whole this whole episode you're no insteading instead of
I've
yes
never
anding.
played along with the curse being real.
Just play along. It's funny, especially with all the bad things that are happening to me. It's funny. It's a good bit. All the bad things that are happening, my power went out. My AC unit no longer works because of that.
Bad things happen, Alex.
I don't know why you
Regardless
just won't
of,
play along for the comedic effect.
I think it's funnier if I don't play along.
It's not, because it's just more frustrating to me.
Okay, well that's just because you're too much of a little bitch.
No, it's because
If
you're
you
no
weren't a little
insteading me this
bitch,
entire time with this fucking medallion.
okay.
Just no instead everything, and it bothers me.
All right, Alex. All right.
By the way, I'm like 3 weeks behind on Dickheads and Biggest Problem. 2 weeks,
Bad.
I think, because they missed a week.
Failure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 2 weeks behind.
Failure.
I don't want to do notes for him anymore.
Oh my fucking god.
I also don't have the interest of the hyperfixation has ended. That first week was not me being a bitch. That was literally me losing one of my
and
favorite
that's it.
jobs.
The rest of them were you being a bitch.
Yeah. Allegedly. Man, my skin tone is changing. I'm going from Trump to pure white to black person.
I can't believe this.
All this entire episode.
You're trying to distract.
Live.
You're trying to distract with humor about changing your race, but you're what you're saying is
yeah,
fucking.
but it's still funny though.
What you're saying is betrayal and terror and
it's not
bad
betrayal.
things.
I can't find the motivation to do it. I've lost the motivation to go.
The motivation is that we have a standing podcast that requires you to do it.
The
That's
motivation requires me to do something. It requires me to watch it. I'm now forced to watch it every week. Not, well, I missed it this week, so I can catch up with I can catch up whenever I want. No, it's I have to watch it. It's that have to that is killing the vibe now.
Yeah. That's how you do a podcast where you watch a show. You watch the fucking show, you take your notes, and then you do it. Maybe every once in a while you're like, shit, I don't really want to do this. And sometimes you cancel the show, but when you do that, you don't do it for 3 weeks in a row. You do it for a week, and then you get back to it.
Well,
and most times you try not to do that, and you fucking get power through.
I lost my job and was sad and couldn't be funny. The following week, I skip it. That next week, 2 weeks ago, they skipped it. I only purposefully didn't listen. They skipped it,
but there was a week that there was. They skipped it, but the week before we skipped it.
Yes, all I didn't want to do it. We did it here. We skip a week. They skip a week. I lose power. And now we're here. Because new job has not been
They skip a week is not an excuse. Because we lost a week before they did.
Well,
so there was 2 shows we hadn't covered that right there.
Well, now I'm like so far behind, there's no point in catching up.
So then just don't catch up. Listen to the new ones.
But there's like 4 episodes of lore that I'm missing.
Then catch up, retard!
Then we're gonna skip a couple more weeks so I can catch up.
No, you're gonna go out of order, fucking genius.
No, I'm not going out of order.
It's a fucking podcast. It's not a fucking TV show.
I don't want to do the notes anymore. I don't want to do the notes. It's taking the fun out of listening to it anymore.
You're quitting the show.
Sure. I don't want to quit this show. We'll just bring everything back over here. I don't want to take notes anymore. Why? It's so fucking tedious to take notes. It takes the fun out of listening to the podcast. It's made something that I really, really enjoyed. It made it a job, and I don't like that. If something gets labeled a job, I'm not going to like it anymore.
I already tried to quit. And she was like, no, don't do it. And I was like, you know what, Alex? You're right. I'm seeing this thing through. And I felt it and I got back to enjoying it. And now here we are, folks. And now here we are.
I
She
don't
had
have
her out.
time.
She didn't take it. And now she's just quitting.
I don't have time to do this shit. To take notes on 2 full 3-hour podcasts.
Then you should. You don't take notes on biggest problem. You just write down the fucking problems.
Then why do I have to listen to it?
Because you have to have known what happened. At least I have to be able to mention something in the show, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah," not "Oh, I've never heard the show in my life."
Why don't you take notes?
Because I don't have time for that shit either.
I don't have fucking time. This
I have
new
fucking
job is
8
not letting me
shows
get
to
home
edit
till almost
and
6
8 shows
o'clock.
to do. Okay, you're home at 6. I assume you have 2 days off in the week. That's a couple hours a night.
I have
2
Saturday
days
and
off.
Sunday. Sunday is I get Saturday off. That's my free day.
Okay. And what happens on Friday night? Biggest problem in the universe. So there it is for you.
But we're recording the podcast on Friday nights.
Wait, what do you mean?
We're recording this podcast on Fridays.
Yes, but then Saturday happens. And what's there for you waiting?
I don't want to spend all of my free
evening.
day writing notes down on
You
5
take
hours
notes
of podcast.
for biggest problem.
But I still have
You
to
just
watch it though.
listen
That's
to
a
biggest
whole
pro-
day of
Yes.
that's a whole day of work taken away from me. That's like turning my 5-day work week into a 6-day work week.
What do you? It's like it's a podcast. You're listening to a podcast. You're not even taking notes on that one.
Okay, what about Dick's show? I have to still sit down for at least 3 to 4 hours to take notes. That's not how I usually spend my Saturdays outside of my apartment.
Oh, I'm Alex. Don't kill the show. I like the show. I want to keep doing the show forever. Look at me.
Then you take the notes and I'll be the reactionary person.
That's not what you said before. When I said let's end the show and you said no, there was never any fucking indication that you weren't gonna take the notes.
Things change since then. All right?
Like 2 hours a night is what changed. You can't make that work.
I don't have time anymore. I'm not getting off at 2 o'clock every day anymore. I'm getting off at 4:30 to 6 o'clock, anywhere in between there. And if it's the latter, I'm not doing anything. I'm coming home, putting a movie on, watching the movie, then going to bed.
At 6?
I put like a 2-hour movie on and then go sit on my phone for like an hour and then go to bed.
Sounds like perhaps maybe movie time needs to be half those nights, and the other half needs to be.
No, that's my free time. I'm not giving up my free time like that.
That's how it works. If you're doing a show and you're not being paid for it, you do the prep work for the show during your free time.
Okay, what prep
That's how
work
it's
do you do for
always
this
worked.
show? Do you prep work for this show at all?
No, this show doesn't take a lot of prep work.
Do you prep work for dickheads at all besides listening?
No, because your job is the prep work.
Then what's your job in all of this?
To be on the podcast.
That's fucked. That's not equal at all.
It's not okay. The jobs are assigned. One person takes the notes. It would be weird and lopsided if that weren't the case. So one person takes the notes and goes through the notes, and the other person is the guy who talks back to them and turns it into a conversation.
Half the time it's me reading out the notes and saying funny things and you just saying something out like immediately after and then I move on.
That would
Maybe
be how
that's
it
because
works.
you were in your depressy phase back then. Maybe I'm overreacting here. Maybe that's because you didn't want to do podcasts at all back last time we did this.
The last time we did this was at your house, and I thought it was a good episode.
It was a good episode. I don't remember it. But before then,
I don't think it's as bad as you are depicting here. I think you're being a little unfair. And now you've frozen.
Just keep talking.
Hello?
So it was on your end.
Yeah, turns out it was my fault that time.
You don't have to blame me for everything, all right? I've been in a rut. It's past
Sounds
few
like you're
weeks.
blaming me for everything right now.
Because it feels like I'm doing all the work for everything.
What work is being done for this show?
When was the last time you brought a guest on?
Let's look. Let's see. Welcome to the airing of the grievances, everyone. Here it is.
I mean, you did mention this like last week. Welcome to the airing of the grievances.
Yeah, I thought that was the airing of the grievances. I didn't know it was gonna get worse. Why did I look up Detour ahead, thinking that would bring the podcast up on YouTube?
I brought Val, Sam, Pyra. You brought Kang, which was 64.
I brought Mo.
Okay, so Mo was the last one, 84. So 10 episodes ago.
Yeah.
I've brought
How many
him
episodes have we gone without guests at all? How many episodes have we? I get guests sometimes. Okay, just because you've been a bit more successful lately does not mean I don't get guests.
Okay, when was the last topic you brought in? It's not
Uh,
the end of the show. We will be back next week. I guarantee it.
let's see,
Might be
the
a
last
107
topic.
situation, but we will be back next week.
Well, the last topic I tried to bring in was Wii games, and then we went a different way because this show allows for that.
I don't want to count
It's not
that
my
though.
fault. You should count that because I
Anyway,
came in with a topic. We had a topic that I came up with, and we just didn't do it, which is fine. But I brought in a topic.
in my opinion, it feels like I'm doing more, I'm putting more effort in. In my opinion, on my half of the show, it feels like I'm putting more effort in.
Maybe that's true a little bit.
That's all I need. That's all I wanted to hear.
I never claimed that it wasn't. You're making it sound like I don't do shit.
I never said you don't do shit. I just
That's
all
what
I
that's what it
said.
sounds like you're saying.
No, I have not said you don't do anything. I said I'm doing more.
And I think that's less true than you're characterizing it, but overall it is probably true if you
In
aggregate
the
it.
94 episodes we've done together, I feel like I've done more.
Maybe a little.
Maybe not total, but at least in the past couple months, I feel like I've done more.
What is it about the last couple of months that maybe might influence my performance ability to give a shit? I don't know. Something about the last couple of months that really makes it impressive that I'm even been doing what I'm doing this whole time. Something about these couple of months that uh really changes this whole perspective. I don't know. It seems like maybe some circumstances may have arisen. There might be some things that still haven't been dealt with that I'm fighting through. crazy.
I get that. But you always say that this is your number one show, but there are weeks that it doesn't feel like it's the number one show.
None of my other Alex, when have you ever known me to do any prep work beyond what bare minimum is
When
required?
we first started, it was a lot better. Like halfway.
You were fucking the whole time. It's been you. It's been you fucking pushing me, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll fucking find guests every week, and that happened for a little while, but I kind of ran out of people. I guess we'll fucking do this and that. But largely, you've been on shows that I've ran for years. It's what are we talking about this week? This, okay, and then we get in there and we talk about it.
Yeah, but we've had a lot of episodes where we don't know what we're talking about, and that results in a bad episode.
Well, then maybe we should be forcing each other to fucking bring a topic out of our brains and deciding on one before we start. Okay. It's being like, I don't know, and then just starting.
That's fair.
I gotta go.
I want to name this episode "The Winds of Change."
The airing of the grievances.
No, the winds of change, because we talked about tornadoes. It ties,
what's
them both together. I already made the fucking thing.
The ending is that there's no Dickheads podcast, which still hasn't changed in this conversation.
Well, you have to go. We'll continue this conversation at a later date. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to Detour Ahead. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Detour Ahead, DETOURAHEAD. You can find me at linktr.ee/Colochu, COLOCHU. You can find Riely at his linktree at linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe, RIELY Cinematic Universe. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We'll be back next week.
Bye. See ya.